take! That is until Lancelot saved her, of course. Lancelot was no better, always simply wanting to claim her, never truly desiring to honor her.
All of that's true as well, then?
All of the romantic stories, all of the swoon-inducing rhetoric. Take all that away, and Arthur and his knights were no more than cheap bullies. Well, despite our expert abilities, we could not make ourselves men, nor would we accept their Christ and defend our older gods. Thus they found their many ways to punish people like me. People like you.
But that was a different time. This is the 21st century. He'd be just a man now in a world of republics and democracies. Why would you be so afraid of him?
There is deep magic attached to that man, Maggie. Arthur was more skilled than any Alexander, Caesar, or Napoleon. If Mordred had not stepped in and stopped Arthur, he would not have been simply content with England. He would have reached out his hand to take out the whole known world. I may have abhorred his flaws, but I never underestimated his abilities.
Don't listen to her, Maggie.
You have no part in this conversation.
Oh, I think that I do.
Oh.
You're very persuasive, ma'am, but your story is as one-sided as a pancake.
Pancakes have two sides.
Maggie.
Ether, she's right. You have no part in this conversation. Look, I know you're trying to look out for me, but trust me on this one, all right? The issues at hand deeply involve her and I knew no part of it.
Very wise, Magdalena. I suppose this means I have your support.
My support? You cursed my innocent family to settle your own private disputes.
It was a hard decision to make, but you must
Like you
understand
said,
the
a woman of
alternative.
your age. I was put away in a tower, crippled and voiceless, with no door to escape. In that way, how is your behavior different from this man that you hate so much?
How dare you compare me to that tyrant? Where are my kingdoms? Where are my knights swearing blind obedience? Where is my access of power to control the destinies of millions of people? In what possible way could I be compared to him?
I was your kingdom. I was your stewardship. You have an access of power over me. What did you do with it? You had your foot on my throat, ready to crush it.
Magdalena, I can be your ally. If you join me, you can trust me.
I'm not stupid. I won't have any alliances.
You cannot stand alone in this life.
You taught me to stand alone.
What are you doing? Stop!
I got her, Maggie.
No! Magdalena, think of what you're doing!
All I've done my whole life is think. I'm bored of it.
No, stop! Go!
His eyes open.
No!
His voice will fly.
No!
I am made free. Fair damsel, are you the one who has done this?
Yes.
Then I owe you my life and freedom. You may ask any gift that is within my power to give, and it shall be yours.
Then, sire, I ask for the scabbard of Excalibur.
The scabbard. That is wise, me lady, but alas, I cannot give it. My cursed half-sister Morgan Le Fay threw it in a lake. It has not been recovered since.
I think you'll find yourself mistaken, sire. You'll find the scabbard on her.
Why, it is true. The scabbard. Oh, the Christ has smiled upon me after all my troubles to have seen it once again. But why does this man hold this woman captive? It surely brings him no worship to do so, and shows a villainous disposition.
Do you not recognize this woman? Your Majesty?
By my honor, no.
She claims to be your half-sister, Morgan Le Fay. She tried to stop us from freeing you.
Well, then I have misjudged you, sir, if what you say is true. And I owe you a debt of gratitude as well. But Morgan Le Fay, you say? This damsel is no kinswoman of mine. I know my half-sister well, and would recognize her in any guise.
Arthur, for all of your ability, you can still only see what's in front of you.
Woman, you are mad to think that you are Morgan.
No, Arthur. I have been wise. I have cheated death. For thousands of years, my daughters and their daughters have taken upon my spirit and let me inhabit them. They are the maidens of Avalon.
What foul magic is this?
It is truly me, Arthur. I am the one whose father was murdered, whose husband and son honored you more than they ever did me. And it was my beloved Accolon who you butchered. I am the one you have eternally wronged, and I will remember every story so that you and your kind will never forget them.
False woman, it is you.
Arthur, no!
Your taunting tongue will forever expose you for who you are, Morgan Le Fay. You dare say that I wronged you? You who constantly tried to slay my person and to meddle with my wife. You who helped destroy the very foundations of Camelot. And you talk of Accolon, that traitor who conspired with you against me. Oh, I would be justified in cutting off your head right now. For your maidenhood has long been lost by your sins, and you are no lady to be protected by the laws of chivalry. Your death is warranted, witch!
Arthur, please, no!
You defend this woman?
It is true that I have no love for her, for she has devastated any chances I have at happiness.
Then all the more guilty she.
Please have mercy.
If she has wronged you, then why do you defend her?
Is it not the Christian thing to do, sire?
By my honor, you are a wise maiden and true. I will grant both of your requests. Morgan may have her life, for now. And you may have the scabbard, Excalibur.
Hypocrites.
As for you, if you come up against me again, Morgan Le Fay, your life is forfeit. May you ponder upon the mercies granted upon you this day by this fair maiden. You may release her, good sir.
You may feel powerful in your supposed mercy, but it means nothing. If you had killed me, another of my daughters would have filled this body's place. Exterminate one of them and another shall arise from their ashes. You cannot be rid of me, Arthur. I have made sure of that. The maidens of Avalon will always be set against you.
Through your flagrant heresies, you have damned your soul to hell.
By Mephistopheles' mullet, what's happened here?
Wicked woman! You have brought the minions of Satan with you! I sense them even now.
Is he a veil ripper too?
Oh, no, I'm afraid it's much worse than that.
Well, I don't care who he is or what you say, Frenzy. This one's a goner.
Tempest, don't!
Not this time, Frenzy. Not this time.
Where are you, devils? I can't see you, but Merlin certainly taught me how to smell you. Prove your worship and reveal yourselves, you cowards!
He's coming right for you, Arthur!
I can see him. We all can. Because of Excalibur. Merlin was right. They can get rid of your kind.
What have you done, human?
Demon! I am Arthur Pendragon, son of Uther Pendragon. I am the king of Camelot, the lord of England. I am God's chosen, the once and future king. Remember the name of him who has banished you from the earth. You are being damned.
You can't!
Excalibur can!
I'm free. I'm really free.
Maggie,
The maiden.
are you alright?
I don't know how I am.
Who was that man over there? Is he injured?
Oh,
I'd forgotten
Daniel.
all about him.
Forgot about me, that's nice. I did just save your life. I did just save your life, right? I mean, we're not all, dead. Ether, you're here, still alive. Who's the role-playing dude?
It can't be. But you were caught in that enchanted cave. Did the witch finally let you out?
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon?
What sort of spell allowed you to become so young?
I don't think I'm following you here.
Don't you recognize me?
Should I recognize you?
It's me. It's Arthur.
And who do you think I am?
Why, don't be daft. You're my counselor, my most valued friend.
What?
You're Merlin.
What? What?
My love sails on furthest sea, yet remains here close with me. My honor battles far afield, yet my passion holds my hand. One is a ghost who needs not me, and one is always close to see. One is kind but always distant. One is wild but always near. My soul has left me on my own. My body I have always known. My soul has left me on my own. My body I have always known.
Who are you?
Oh, I thought you had all gone outside for the ceremony.
We had, but it began to rain, so we brought it inside.
Then they are coming.
Wait! You're solid! I thought you were a ghost!
I am.
Or a devil. I am. Why are you in my castle?
Please let me go.
Who are you?
I mean you no harm. Please let me go.
Not till you answer my
He
question.
can't see me. Please, you mustn't tell him that you saw me.
Who?
Please have mercy.
How long have you been here?
I've always been here. Let me go.
Wait.
Maggie! Why, look at me. As if I stepped right out of a storybook.
I still think it was a stupid request.
Dear lady, do not begrudge Ether's righteous gift from me. He could have had anything that I could grant, and he chose an honorable course. It will bring him much worship to be a knight of the Round Table.
Well, at least a Mormon knight is a fitting sort of fate. From what I hear, you have your own codes of chivalry and conduct and vows,
And the
don't
highest
you?
covenants and vows are taken by both genders, so don't take that tone with me.
Oh, sensitive much.
Having been locked up here, how is it that you even know so much about the world, Maggie? I mean, I doubt those ancient texts say much about my church, unless you have some Nephite plates hanging around here.
I do have the internet, Ether. J.K. Rowling set it up for us before my parents died. Yes, and maybe once all this nonsense is over, I'll add you on Facebook.
Well, that's still not much.
Much of an existence, I know, but that's how I saw the world. But not anymore. I'm free.
Alright, look, I still think that the same honor given to Ether should be accorded to Maggie as well.
We've already been over this, Daniel. Merlin.
Daniel. It's weird enough coming from this one.
Besides, I wouldn't even accept it if he'd offered.
Which I would never do.
And since I'm determined to remain independent, and he's determined only to have male knights, I think we'll just have to make do.
Can we go on with this? I'm a little nervous.
Fear not, good sir, for your heart is worthy. Come, kneel before me. God make you a good man, and fail not of beauty. The Round Table was founded in patience, humility, and meekness. Thou shouldst be courteous, and never refuse mercy to him that asketh mercy. Thou shouldst never hold a lady or gentlewoman against her will. Right must be defended against might, and distress must be protected. Thou shouldst not fail in charity, abstinence, and truth. Do not anything that will in any way dishonor the fair name of the Christian knighthood. Therefore be a good knight, and so I pray to God so ye may be. And if ye be of prowess and of worthiness, then ye shall be a knight of the Round Table.
Amen.
I dub thee Ceretha of Provo. Rise, Ceretha, Knight of the Round Table.
Thank you, sire.
Now, if you will pardon me, I have much to discuss with Merlin.
Daniel.
Merlin.
Daniel!
Merlin! I'm sure you will see the sense of this soon, my friend.
Look, I'm not your friend, alright? I don't even know you.
Whatever bewitchment this is, I'm sure that with your arts we will soon be able to discover it. Good day, Lady Magdalena.
Maggie.
Of course. Good day, Ceretha.
Goodbye, Merlin.
Good day, Lady Magdalena.
I hope you know you made a fool of yourself.
Look, Maggie, I know you disagree with all of it, but I wish you could at least try to be happy for me.
All right, goodies for you. Enjoy a little frat club.
Didn't you hear the oath?
Oh, you thought it was nice, did you?
It was beautiful.
I thought it was dismal.
Dismal. You think honor and humility and mercy are dismal?
Those are just buzzwords to hide a pernicious system of oppression.
You're sounding a good deal like Morgan.
Well, I didn't disagree with everything she said. I didn't disagree with most of it, in fact.
So you would prefer we were more like her?
No, but I don't want to be like Arthur either.
He's glorious.
Oh, you think he's a saint then?
No, a true king.
I thought you Americans didn't like kings.
Well, he's something different.
You're impossible.
Wait, Maggie, wait. Look, I know he's not perfect. No leader is. They're bound to have their flaws, their prejudices, their misconceptions. And for what it's worth, I personally would have felt it an honor to have you knighted next to me.
You didn't say as much.
It wasn't my place to. Besides, you said you didn't want it.
I don't.
I see.
Look, Ether, I know it seems like you're being noble, like you're doing something or being something, but can't you see through all of that? It's not about protecting the weak, it's about keeping them weak.
Maggie, men and women need each other. They depend upon one another. Even Arthur recognizes his debt to you.
But gave me no such honor.
Oh, and what do you think possessing Excalibur's scabbard is?
When was a scabbard anything compared to a blade?
Oh, don't patronize me, Maggie. I know exactly why you chose the scabbard instead of Excalibur. I reckon I'm as familiar with the myths as you are. In fact, let's go straight to the passage, shall we?
Oh, we've already been over this. You don't have to show off.
Just trying to be accurate. Here we go. Then Sir Arthur looked on the sword, and liked it passing well. Whether you like it better, Merlin, said Merlin, the sword or the scabbard? Me liketh better the sword, said Arthur. Ye are more unwise, said Merlin, for the scabbard is worth 10 of the swords. For whilst ye have the scabbard upon you, ye shall never lose no blood, be ye ever so sore wounded. Therefore keep well the scabbard always with you.
So what? You know Martyr de Arthur. All it shows is that Arthur loves his phallic symbols.
And what happened when he cast away his scabbard?
He didn't cast it away, Morgan stole it.
I wasn't talking about that scabbard. I was talking about Guinevere.
Oh.
When Arthur cast away Guinevere, that's when he lost his kingdom. In one sense, Maggie, you are completely, utterly right. Whatever their role is, women are underappreciated and undervalued.
Whatever their role.
Look, Maggie, whatever Arthur feels about you, whatever the world's societies or religions or governments feel about you, let me make it perfectly clear how I feel about you.
All right.
Magdalena, I have seen you confront demons and liberate kings. I've seen you outwit and outmaneuver a centuries-old enchantress. You are the most capable and mighty person I have ever met.
Ether, that means a lot to me.
And you've come to mean everything to me.
What are you saying?
Maggie, I so often see you so full of rage and sorrow, crying out the injustices that have been heaped upon you. But I don't think I've ever seen you look quite like you do right now.
Like what?
Happy.
Ether, sometimes I think you're grand.
Thank you.
And sometimes I want to learn a spell to shoot your head off.
I thought you didn't actually practice magic.
You know, Morgan and Arthur and Daniel like to collect their spells and practice their spells and collect their relics, but they pull from these magics around them. What they don't realize is the magic's here. Here. Inside all of us.
The gift that God has placed within us.
Yes, I can believe that with you right now. I think I'm going to go for a walk.
What?
Look, I've been cooped up in this castle all my life. I think it's only natural to want to go for a walk.
Now?
You could come with me if you want. I'm sure there's something we can find to do in the fields and the forests around the castle.
The fields and... Oh, a walk sounds wonderful.
I thought you'd approve.
But you remember, I'm...
We will keep it chaste. Enough.
What you're talking, it's impossible, all right?
Thus says the man who performs magic.
Yeah, but magic is not magic the way that most people think of it. It's a knowledge, a science. It's a more complex way of thinking of the laws of the universe and then how to manipulate them. That's it.
You have told me that before, which just convinces me further that you are truly the man that I
what you are
call...
talking about is not manipulating the laws of nature, okay? It's breaking them.
The law of relativity.
How do you know about the law of relativity?
You taught me. Time is not what we think it is, you said. Space is not what we think it is, you said. It can be manipulated. It can be traveled through like a man swims through water. You will become that eternal swimmer. And then you will come back to me. You will teach me. And you already know this. Tell me about your childhood.
So first you're Einstein and now you're Freud, is that it?
Tell me about your childhood.
I can't.
And why is that?
Because I can't remember it, alright?
My dear Merlin, my good friend, you will one day remember your childhood, for you have told me of it. You told me of the fires and the tempests, the machines of war raging against each other in the sky, under the sea and on the moon, the weapons that melt steel and flesh, whole nations on fire, whole continents uninhabitable, the world in anarchy. In your youth, you knew a world of blood and heat and steam.
Alright, that's not possible, okay? I mean, as bad as my childhood was, it was not that bad.
That's because your past is no past at all, Merlin. It is not a part of history. It is part of prophecy.
So my past is in the future. How does that make any sense?
It does make sense to those who know the right language. It's why you taught me the order of things. How to create a righteous, unified society. You said that I could save a remnant of mankind from that fate, but I failed you, Merlin. Camelot failed. All your harsh criticisms of my behavior were well-founded after all.
I do not know you well enough to criticize you.
That didn't stop you then?
You're King Arthur. You're famous, glorious, heralded throughout all the
I am
ages.
ignorant! After all the fighting, all the preparation, all the safeguarding of our principles and our lands, I saw it ravaged before my eyes. And it was all my fault. I welcome death, Merlin. I should not have been brought back.
What do you mean?
I thought I was Destiny's child. More like Destiny's fool. After all the pomp and prophecy around the soul and the stone, and the circumstances around my birth...
Well, yeah, you were supposed to be some sort of a savior, right?
Do not use that word in connection with me again, for it soils the holy character of it. The Son of God was as pure as an unspoiled lamb, but what of me? I was not the savior of my people. I was the destroyer.
Okay, from what I understand of all those stories, other people held that title as well.
Then you do not understand the stories well enough.
Well, yeah, that could very well be true.
Merlin, you do not understand your true nature yet. Adam's fallen race are the wheels of time going forward, ever forward, never able to stop our movement, never able to fix our path. Our sins and stains blot our existence, never to be purified. We shred our happiness, rack our hopes, abandon our chances, and then are never able to go back to repair the damage. You, however, are an opposing wheel. You, my friend, are able to remit our sins and absolve our guilt, swimming through time to spread Christ's grace.
Please stop talking in riddles to me.
You're the one who taught me the art, Merlin. You were my teacher. Now must you be taught.
Well, yeah, everybody has to be taught, don't they?
Then hear this lesson, Merlin. This is not your time. Neither is it mine. You come from the end of the world. You saw the end as it transpired, and then you came back to teach me how to prevent it.
Look, no. I do not believe in all of that end-of-the-world religious mumbo-jumbo, all right? It's the rhetoric of tyrants, and it's the crutch of fools.
How can you say that? You have tasted of the deep magic.
And I have found that there is no mystery in it.
Then that is a revelation of God, not a refutation.
Rubbish. Rubbish. Absolute bollocks.
You will not be a heretic in my day, Merlin. You are more priest than wizard, despite what people said about you. You, more than any other man, taught me that we must rely on God. For his miracles can be just as great today as they were when Moses battled against Pharaoh's magicians with the staff that God had given him. You were our Moses.
No. I'm not that person, all right? I've never considered myself to be religious.
Your spells in those days had the power of the Holy Spirit behind them, rather than the power of the devils that I feel struggle within you now. Is it them that you draw your power from here?
What, devils?
Yes. You believe in devils well enough. You know of them. You have experienced them. But I have experienced Christ, Merlin. And I tell you now that through him you can perform mightier miracles than any of the shadow shows you've played at here.
Someone's here. Come out and show yourself, you coward! Sranitha Rastith!
Morgan!
No, no. I'm not Morgan.
Who are you then?
Merlin, when I first heard your voice, I did not believe it, but here and so young. We have held on to a vibrancy, but how did you turn back your age?
I'm sorry, but do you know me?
I must go.
Woman, stay. I think I know you.
You never knew me.
Stay. I command you to stay.
Sire, I have remained here for all these years to protect you, not obey you.
Then I will force you to obey me.
Thou shouldst never hold a lady or gentlewoman against her will.
Who are you?
I was yours. Now I am my own.
No, stop, wait! Should I... Arthur, who was that?
My greatest love. And my greatest enemy.
Guinevere, huh? Almost got an entire chess set now.
You were right about me, Merlin. Every tongue lashing, every indignant lecture. I deserved every word.
Arthur, look, you're not looking at this with the right perspective.
No wonder Morgan hated me.
Stop that.
I must be alone.
Arthur,
I must be alone!
Arthur, please!
Please don't call him back. I've been waiting forever so long to get you alone.
Stranita,
Para Triodor! You're really slow on the draw these days, Merlin. All right, I'll release the gag spell. If you promise to behave, I just want to talk. All right, but if you're not courteous, right back you go. See you, Triodor.
Ah, that hurt.
I know.
What is it you want then?
You don't have to be sour.
Well, the last time we met, you gave me a very bad headache. What are you being so chatty for now?
Well, the damage is done. The ogre's awake. I can't change that.
So, you're just giving up then?
Not by a long shot. Don't worry, we'll still have plenty of chances to tango, sexy.
You really give mixed signals, you know that.
Part of my allure.
What is it you want?
Some answers.
Then you came to the wrong place. Sorry.
Well, if this were an ideal world, I'd want Arthur's head on a platter instead of walled up in this place. If I couldn't have his head, then I would settle for his heart.
Oh, but his heart, it would seem, is already taken.
Yes, she always was his weakness, which we saw in the end. Oh, but you didn't see it, did you? At least not this you. This shadow of who you will become. It's very sad, I know that as well as anyone. Those closest to Arthur, Lancelot, Guinevere, myself, we all failed him in the end.
And you just relish that, don't you?
No, not in the least.
Oh, so it's respect for your enemy then, is it?
No, not the slightest shred of respect. But love. You can't help loving a man like him once you've seen his heart. Very cliché, but very true. Most clichés are. Is that what you saw in him, Merlin? His heart?
My name is Daniel.
Your name is Denial.
I'm not Merlin, all right?
Perhaps not yet, then. Yet the day will come, or in my case has been, that you will toll fear into my heart, and your talents shall make you a legend. But today is not that day.
Are you gloating now?
I was never able to match you in my day, but now, well, yes, it's a little exhilarating.
Definitely gloating.
Merlin, dear Merlin, don't you understand? I adore you. You're always such fun, even though you outclassed me every time. I loved the challenge, though. But you see, you bet on the wrong horse. Like you are now, Arthur is but an echo of what he was meant to be. Great man that he is, he did not turn into the savior you wanted him to be.
I don't want Arthur to be anything, all right? Don't expect it.
Then he has fulfilled that expectation to the letter. A fallen hero, a tragic king, a failure.
You're gloating again.
Maybe a little bit.
Look, Morgan, I do not care about the past, all right? My charge is just for the future.
If the Lady of the Lake thinks that sending a debunked Christian king, a trapped pagan, a Mormon dreamer, and an amateur wizard against the future onslaught is going to make the slightest bit of difference, she is much more deluded than I originally thought.
Okay, maybe, but that's not going to change how true I am to her command.
See, there you are. That's what I love about you. Always fighting on even when you know you're going to fail. The spirit of Camelot!
There's no need to be so flippant, all right?
I'm not being flippant, Merlin. Daniel. Daniel, I love bantering with you, but I'm not here for that. I wanted to warn you.
To warn me about what?
Arthur's going to break your heart. I am the one who let you out of the cave which the damsel of the lake put you in by enchantment. When you rose from the cave and saw Camelot in ashes, I saw your eyes shatter and your spirit heave. It broke my own heart to see it, and it will be that cursed man's fault.
Morgan, you expect too much out of men.
I don't expect anything from them, that's my point. The ideals of unity and cooperation and honor you taught, they were lost upon him.
What? Arthur's a good man.
Neither his mind nor his soul were large enough to do anything but create a pale imitation of the utopia you had in
I
mind.
suppose you think you can do any better.
Not then, but now I can. I have an order of women at Avalon who have proven that. They are willing to give up their very lives for the greater good.
You mean you've got your own feminine version of the Knights of the Round Table? How original.
Arthur never had knights so true and noble as the women in my order. And Daniel, I want to offer you what Arthur never offered us. Become part of our order.
You mean I could be a pagan nun? Sorry, love, I don't wear skirts.
No! I want you to become our ally. I want you to help us save the world.
Save the world from what?
The lady in the lake was right about one thing. A great evil is coming. You, Magdalena, even Ether can be part of our preparations against it.
And what about Arthur, huh?
He will never have a place beside me.
Oh, I see. It's like that.
Just think about it, all right?
All right, fine.
Splendid. I'll see you around then, sexy.
Hey, Morgan.
Yes?
You tried to kill me!
No, I didn't. I tried to stop you.
All right, you succeeded in killing Ether.
And you happen to have the Grail, of which I had been previously informed. I knew you would use it on him. In fact, I planned on it.
Why would you want me to make him immortal?
There's a larger end game to all of this than you understand, Daniel. Just know it all worked out, just needed to. Remember, analyze the entire board before committing yourself to a move. No rash decisions.
No rash decisions, then.
Oh, Ethan, I didn't know the wind could feel so good. When that gust came up and it blew through our clothes and our faces, I felt like a kite. A kite. I've never flown a kite before. Oh, if the wind is blowing tomorrow, can we fly a kite, please?
I'm sure we can buy one in the village.
Brilliant. Then we'll fly that kite. And it'll fly above this library in this dreary castle, and it'll go so high we can't even see it anymore. And
We need a lot of string.
No, we won't need the string. Once it gets so high, we'll just let it go. And it will fly far, far away, farther than I've ever been.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.